If I had to categorize Santa Fe, it would be as the Times Square of the desert. People selling you stuff that aren't who you think they are to people who kind of want to be that thing that they're not. A tourist trap.
Yeah, my mom sometimes seems tired.
Shop after shop after shop selling everything and anything. Very few native people, a lot of non-native people selling native artifacts, imitation native artifacts to tourists, affluent tourists. That's Santa Fe in a heartbeat. In a nutshell? In a nutshell. I gotta say the color is good here. Beautiful colors, but that's what they're selling. This is the first trip to Santa Fe, but I don't think this is the real Santa Fe. I think this is what this is. This area that I'm in is it's like an open air Target, really, with a lot of Native American art that's probably not really Native American art. But I'm going to keep going back again and again and again until I find the real Santa Fe. I mean, the whole point of this thing is to discover my own state. And that's what I intend to do. In the meantime, I'm going to line up this shot of the church from down the street because I really like my ND filter pictures and see what I can catch. You know what I think I just figured out? I think I just figured out that my double exposure switch was on, if I remember correctly. Yeah. That means I took 20 pictures on the 7th frame again. Takes a while to get used to a camera. Not that there's anything wrong with the camera. Most cases it's the farmer, not the tractor. But maybe we'll get one good shot out of it. I gotta say though, I really like medium format. The focus, the framing is very different because 75 millimeter doesn't mean 75 millimeter to a full frame or 35 millimeter guy. So there is a lot to learn here, and I am learning a lot. The binding principle of these next 17 years of photography are go and get lost. And here I am, lost in the wrong church, looking for the staircase that isn't there. Can I see it? Can I see my switch in this shot? I don't know. That multiple exposure switch has got me at least 3 times. But that's the whole thing. But I'm going to get lost in this church. And I did manage to get one good picture. One that made me chuckle a little bit. There's, as you walk into whatever church this is, they have like a greeting area, and then you walk past, and there's like a little, there's a bird feeder, bird water thing, and then behind that is a water fountain. And in that water fountain, I saw the funniest picture. So at least I got one good picture of, please do not toss coins in the baptismal font. I wonder, I gotta know. I need backstory. Who put a quarter in the baptismal font? I gotta know. I need the backstory. If it was you, fess up. Howdy.
Definitely the touristy part of town. Nice though. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. I think there's water down there. Yeah, there's water down there. That is super rare in New Mexico. A water feature? Super rare. I think I found it. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Excuse me.
All right, just me, you're in. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, ma'am. Who's paying for you?
Me.
Oh, you're.
That's why I'm saying two tickets.
Okay, you're the tour guide. Okay.
It's okay.
All right, go ahead. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Got one of those
One of those.
for one of these. And it is just me. Thank you.
Vincent, feel free to take pictures.
Thank you.
And I'm heading in, looking for some framing, see what kind of picture you can get of the steps themselves. I mean, eventually I want to get something nice, but for now we can kind of scout it. In the meantime, I gotta say, there's a good reason that our species is not long for this earth. That lady right there, reaching past the guard to touch the staircase while her family takes pictures of her. Like, there's a reason there's a guard there. This is the same thing when when you see somebody in a national park pushing over rock structures, defacing historical monuments, things like that. I mean, as a photographer, my job is to see, and from what I can see, we don't have a whole lot long left, especially doing stuff like that. Thanks for tuning in. That was the first trip under the belt for Mike on a bus. Went great. I didn't get like, if you're new to photography, you gotta understand, or if you've been in photography for a while, you gotta understand it's like fishing. Some days you get absolutely nothing, and today was one of those days. It's gonna be a while before I acclimate to this camera. I've only got like 10 or 15 rolls through the camera. And today I left on the multiple exposure switch. Completely forgot about it. I was testing the flash and I completely forgot about it. And I took probably 23 or 30 exposures on the 7th frame. And hopefully there's a miracle around there somewhere where they can separate out all those pictures on the negative. I don't know. Who knows? Anything can happen at this point. At this point, I would believe just about anything. But this is the first first-ish trip, first photo walk to Santa Fe. But here's the thing. Yeah, I went once, and most of YouTube, they go to one place one time: Italy, Rome, New York, Phoenix, LA, Italy, Spain, China. They go to one place one day, they buzz through, they take as many pictures as they can, and they really... See, if you're new to photography, or if you've been with photography for a while, you know that it's like fishing. You don't always catch anything. And today I didn't catch anything. Even if I did not do the multiple exposure thing, I still wouldn't have caught anything. I mean, there was nothing really going on. It was a day after Memorial Day. Nothing's going to happen. I do want to talk to the Loretto Chapel people to get them to make arrangements for that staircase. But that's the whole thing on this bus. I'm going to travel my state. I'm not traveling the country. I'm making 1 or 2 trips out of the country. I'm going to travel my state. I'm going to have a good time. And I'm going to visit places multiple times. And each time get something new or nothing at all. But we'll see how it goes. That's why it's am I on a bus? I guess that works both ways. Am I on a bus? Am I on a bike? Because I got the bus, but I also got the bike. Didn't think of that till just now. But that's how it's going to work. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get going. I'm going to put some pants on and try and get some dinner.